Cockney Reds, we are live. Welcome back. And we are live because it's breaking news. Well, not so breaking anymore. Rúben Amorim, he's gone. He's out the door. I see you shaking your head. What's your overriding feelings about this? Happy? Upset?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm happy with this news, man. I'm not gonna be a sheep. I'm not gonna follow the crowd, man. I'm actually quite disappointed in the decision. Look, I can understand Amorim. He had his outburst, and he said a lot of things that maybe you think that he can't recover from. And I wasn't impressed with the post-match interview. Like, I admit what he done it weren't ideal. It weren't something that you do, man, at such a big club like Manchester United. But for the board to use that as their excuse to try and sack him, I know they've come out and said it's not because of that. They had their issues with certain things, but that's ball, man. That's absolute ball. For me, like, Amorim might not have been the best of managers or had the best of records for us, but I genuinely had high hopes for him, man. I think if we stuck by him and actually let him do what he had to do and just believed in his story, believed in what he was trying to bring to the club, I reckon we would have done well, man. But I think, yeah, man. I think the club, I think the club are cowards, man. I think, like I said, I think there was a distribute between him and certain of the leadership groups, and I think that was just a perfect opportunity, man, to pull the trigger, man. And yeah, man, it's the same story for us, man. It's the same story. What's that? A 10th manager post Fergie. Yeah, man. I'm not sure, man. I'm not jumping around and celebrating, man, like most of these so-called United fans.
No, I hear that. In terms of the timing of it all, it did seem a bit strange. Obviously, there were times where you think that he potentially could have been sacked. I don't think either of us are going to sit there and say that he's had this fantastic record or he's been some sort of miracle worker here at United, because that's far from the case. But I kind of agree with you in terms of where things are at the moment. I know that there are probably a couple of United fans that are going to be joining us, a couple of Cockney Reds that will join us with different views on this. Do also get in the comments as well and let us know what you think as well. But yeah, last season was terrible. Obviously, everyone knew that, but he joined in a terrible situation. And then I think you mentioned it on the last pod, like we ended up depleting the squad even more. We weakened the squad in January. So we kind of knew where we was going with it. It should have been a long-term plan. Ineos have kind of bought into this. They know that he's going to be, they know that he's supposed to be coming here and playing the three at the back. And then it just all seems a bit weird.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think Ineos have sold us a dream, man. Like, everyone can sit here and blame Amorim for coming in and not being stubborn, not changing his 3-4-3 and all these things, yeah. But Ineos are the ones who brought him in for that specific reason. Like, so as much as like people might not rate Amorim, yeah, I'm not rating Ineos right now because they brought him in. And by the way, Amorim told them, I don't want to come mid-season. I want to come at the start of the season. And they said, no, it's now or never. Remember that. And then they brought him in. He struggled. It's no hiding that he struggled. No one can make that excuse that he struggled when he first came in. But I just feel like these decisions are getting made by the leadership groups, man. It's like we keep getting it wrong. And we're pulling the trigger now. We're sixth in the league. I know results of late ain't been great, but we're sixth in the league. If anything, see out the summer and get rid of him in the summer. What? Mid-season, now we're going to bring in Darren Fletcher. Is Darren Fletcher a better coach than Amorim? Is that what we're truly saying to ourselves?
Do you feel like it's a bit of an emotional decision?
Say that again, sorry?
Do you think it was a bit of an emotional decision by the board after his comments and thought, do you know what, we've got to get rid of him now? Like,
I don't think it was an emotion. I don't think it was emotional. I think it was a calculated decision. I think he gave them the excuse they needed. Do you know what I mean? I think he gave them the excuse they needed, and they was like, "There it is, bingo. Let's go, man. Let's get rid of him now." Like, so yeah, man. Look, I just think it's the same old story, man. Like, what's next for us, man? What's next for us? We've brought in all these players now. We've gotten rid of a few players as well. What's the story now? Obviously, Maino wanted out. Is he now not gonna want out? Like, what's the story now with United, man? But
I do feel
who
like,
knows, man?
I mean, for all players, whenever a manager changes, there's a new lease of life for them in a way. So everything gets quite clean. I feel like there's new new opportunities for people. But we've got Amorim finally out. I don't know who this guy is. Is this Antonio again with the silly names? Is he there or what is that? I can't see his video. Can't see his. I don't know, but he'll be joining us, I'm sure.
Bro, you know what I would say? What I would say is, like, Amorim, he let himself down. As much as I'm disappointed, yeah.
What you calling my name?
Down.
I was, yeah. I can't see you. Your face is gone.
Yeah, no, I had to turn it off, man. It was all just whatever, but we might just have to just manage it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that so,
Yeah, we
Antonio?
don't want to hear all that.
You got your name as
We
Amorim.
might just have to
yeah.
manage. Yeah, what? Don't you know what's happened? Like, you not been watching the news? Come on, man.
Yeah, but you're saying finally out, as in it seems like you're one of them. Me and Dave have been a bit I don't know, we haven't been bubbling.
Deluded.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you are feeling quite jubbly about the news. So come on, tell us.
Of course. Yeah, we needed to get him out, man. I've been calling it for a very long time. I know you, man, were backing him and all this kind of thing, but I already saw enough to know that this ain't the guy for the club, man. This ain't the guy for the club, man. And I'm happy he's out.
This is the right time.
I think there's never really going to be a time where you say this is the right time. I mean, honestly, you know what I said from before. You should have been gone from 15th. You should have been gone from when we didn't win the final. You should have been gone from how many games ago? So,
Yeah, but,
I mean, is there now
Antonio,
really a right time?
Antonio, but does it not make you worry a bit that Antonio, just for the viewers that don't know who Amorim finally out is, that's Antonio, by the way, the one that always comes with negative news. But just, Antonio, you're not a bit worried by the actions of the board? Like, because
I totally agree. I totally agree, man. I'm definitely worried about the actions of the board, man. It's pretty poor because really he wasn't taken out because of the results, which he should have been. It was taken out because it was a kind of show of disrespect to the board, like, but really it should just be based on results. I get it though, you can't be rude to your bosses and whatever, that kind of thing. But still, if you're gonna sack a man, then let it be for, like, you know, his actual performance and stuff. So it is a bit worrying, to be fair.
Do you think his position was untenable then? Do you feel like after his comments that there wasn't a way that he could have? I mean, it's not like he's made this is his first outburst, is it? Like, this is the first time he's been aimed at the board, but he's had these emotional.
Yeah, but he's never aimed it at the board unless he was going to come out and say sorry. But if we in history, like any manager that's ever come out and gone against the board, they've been sacked. Conte did it, Jose did it,
but you know what though?
Maresca did it the other day. Even you get sacked.
Yeah,
but do you know what our issue is? Do you know what my problem is? Yeah, news leaked already that there was an issue between him and Joe Wilcox. Like, so he's leaking this information. It's not like this is a random outburst. Like, the media already knew this, so the media they're already antagonizing Amorim with this information. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously Amorim flipped. It's not right what he did, but who's leaking this information, man? That just is obviously coming from like. Do you know what I'm saying? Allegedly coming from that side, the leadership group, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Because who else is going to know that? Who else is going to know that?
I don't know. It depends how this information is shared. You know what I'm trying to say? Because let's say the leadership group is like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know if one of them has a conversation, like, I don't know, with their son or their daughter or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's easy when you just come home. Someone could just say something and be like, oh, is it? And then they're going to pass it to their mate. It is poor. But I'm just saying how the information can get spread sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I don't like as well about it? You know what? Sorry, Fudge. I know I always cut you off.
Go on.
But you know what I don't like about Manchester United, and I'm getting sick of it, Like, one thing I would say about Amorim, what he said was right, It's almost as if Manchester United, we are managed by the media. Whatever the media says, we abide by it, and it's so frustrating. It's like we can't just say no to the noise and just do as we please. It's like we let it get affect us so much. I know we're a commercial club here, as well as a football club here, but we let the media dictate to us what we should do with managers, with players. It's ridiculous, man. Look, even with Rashford, the media killed Rashford, killed him to the point that he could no longer play for United. Do you understand? Like, it's mad.
I agree and disagree with that though, because I think that's been playing on sort of Radcliffe's mind, and I think he was trying to intentionally not be persuaded by the media or swayed by the media on any of the decisions that he made. Even when it was getting really dark, like we finished 15th. For a club of our stature to finish 15th and not even move to try and say, okay,
you're breaking up a little bit anyway, so we'll have to come back to you.
He didn't flinch. He even came out. What'd you say?
You were breaking up.
That's to do with dollar signs, bro.
Oh, was I breaking up?
He just signed this new manager. You think he's going to pay him out all this money after what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah,
right, well,
but still, at the same time, we're still talking about Man United. What?
No, I was going to say, we've heard someone that was quite staunchly Amorim out. We've actually got someone new to the stage today, actually. We've got Ollie joining us. It's not Solskjaer, unfortunately, but we have got Ollie joining us. And what have you got to say? What are your thoughts now about Amorim leaving? Are you happy with it like Antonio seems to be? Or what are your thoughts?
Definitely not, bro. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Bro, definitely not. Obviously, with Antonio's opinion and with my dad's opinion, I can understand it. I can see where they're coming from. If you look plainly at results and you look plainly at win percentage and blah, 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 and the performance is fine, okay, it's easy to see, sack him. But when you look at the bigger picture, the project he was put in, as Dave was saying earlier as well, they gave him. They knew what formation he was going to play when he come here. So listening to the media and the press playing forward at back and blah blah blah, all this other stuff, they knew he was going to come in with a free back. We finished 15th last season, and I was giving you the stats for this season. We're 6th in the league. What more? I don't get what more people want. Like, where do you want to be?
I mean, Antonio, you were the one that was saying actually that you were on getting rid of him. I understand you wanted to get rid of him for last season, but this season you said that you expected us to finish between 6th and 8th or something like that. Around 8th is what you would have been happy with. So what's changed? Why are you now all of a sudden saying that he needs to go?
First of all, the season hasn't finished even though we're in a position of 6th. Secondly, our performances are poor. The season's poor as a whole. Even if we are in 6th position, we're playing poorly. We're performing poorly. With last couple games we've played against Wolves, what happened? We drew against Everton with 10 men. Our results are poor. Let's not look at the league position. Our results are poor. Amorim has whatsoever since he's been here. He hasn't shown no signs. He hasn't done anything. He had to go. We finished 15th. We finished 15th for a reason. He took us backwards.
So recent results.
We don't need to wait to the end for us to. Yeah.
I'm saying, is it recent results? Because, I mean, you say take us backwards, but I feel like Ineos took us backwards when they decided to get rid of all the players that we did in January. So I feel like that was part of the inevitable plan that we wanted
to get rid of who?
Well, we got rid of like in January. We got rid of Rashford. We got rid of Anthony. Got rid of Malacia. We got rid of quite a few players. We didn't replace him.
Malacia, we didn't get rid of. Listen. Rashford came out and done a whole interview with the Times. I can't remember the guy that's on the Sunday supplement and said he needs a new challenge. We didn't ask him to do that. He did that. So he didn't want to be at the club. Anthony, we've already seen that this guy can't play. Like he didn't make the grade. It's as simple as we spent 90 million. He didn't make it. The Prem is not for him. It's simple. Malacia is still there.
And not replace them. But you get rid of those players in January and you don't replace them. You're not going to expect an improvement, are you?
Yeah, but then we've got our players in the summer. So what are you actually saying here?
So
you still sorry. Actually, let me get your stance. Actually, you still want Amorim in? Is that what you're saying?
Like what's done's done. Yeah, I'm not going to start harping on.
No. You didn't answer. You do? Would you still want him in the club, managing our club? Maybe do you think it's a mistake?
I feel like it's a knee-jerk reaction. I feel like they should have got rid of him at different times of the season, but to get rid of him.
So we should have got rid of him, but it was too late. It was almost. We should have got rid of him earlier.
I'm saying they should have given him the season. I said that they shouldn't have got rid of him at this point.
Okay, so we should have kept with him. So you would still like Amorim in charge right now?
Well, not like, yeah, I would have liked for this not to have happened today.
Are you saying you would have liked
for
this to happen another time, or would you have liked it not to have happened? I don't understand.
I would have liked him.
The question.
I would like to finish the Champions League spots this season. I would like to have given the opportunity to finish this season, see how it ends up, and finish in the Champions League spots, which we're currently 3 points.
Okay, so you're Amorim in. That's it. I'm
not in anymore. He's gone in it. Like, how can I be in and without a van that's been gone?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you would have liked him to have stayed. You're upset. You would have liked him to be still managing Manchester United. I just need to understand.
I feel like sacking him was a weak decision. That's what I think. Yeah.
Bro, do you know what it is, Antonio? Yeah. I don't think people understand, how far behind United are as a football club compared to what we used to be our competitors. So when we get new managers in, we're gonna struggle. We're either gonna struggle, or we're going to get someone to come in and paper over the cracks, win a few cups here and there, and we're still going to be in the same position that we are in now in 10 years. For United to do well and to get back to where they used to be, we need a manager who's going to be there for at least 3-4 years, bro. We need stability. And we're not allowing United to do that because we're just so invested in... It's like we can't accept where we are as a club. So what we do is we do this fake narrative where we blame the manager and we sack him. Because it's the manager's fault while we're struggling. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. Like, players have come out, old managers have come out and have exposed United as a football club. But yet we're still turning a blind eye to all the evidence to why we are struggling as a football club. Yes, Amorim ain't the greatest manager that's ever managed Man United. He might not be the greatest, he might not be even top 5 managers in the Prem. But at the end of the day, we are not struggling because of Amorim. Because each manager that's come in, we've said the same thing. We've said the same thing, bro. I've known you for how long? And every manager since post-Fergie, you've said the exact same thing. But yet we're in the exact same spot. Yeah, we might be lower down the table and this and that, but we've won cups, we won FA Cups, we won Carling Cups, we won 2 FA Cups post-Fergie. We won the Europa League, we've come second in the Prem twice, but each manager has not been good enough. So you tell me, what's the next step for Manchester United, bro? Because I don't get what you guys think is going to happen. Did you think it's just the manager? Is that important? That the fact that we are struggling just because of the manager, we are not competing with Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal because of the manager. You're wrong. Look. Arteta didn't come to Arsenal, not bigging him up, and do magic straight away. You know, Pep, his first season, he completely struggled. Where did he come? 5th.
Just about 4th.
Guess what? The club backed the manager they brought in because they brought him in for a reason. The Ineos are not shocked that Amorim is playing 3 at the back. They are not shocked. So do not be fooled by this, man. Like, you can be happy that Amorim sacked here, but guess what? You're going to bite your tongue when they bring in someone like Southgate. Then you're going to be saying, what is this? What's going on? I can't take this club no more. You're going to be shocked, bro. Because you think our next manager is going to come and win us the Prem or get us back competing. You are in for a shock, mate.
It's not even just that as well. For me, going back to your point a minute ago, when you look at clubs like Chelsea and Manchester City, they've got massive, massive finances behind them and they've set up big footballing systems for success. So Chelsea, post Abramovich, have spent so much money, and Manchester City have spent so much money. Even in the last January, where they had one bad season, they spent all that money. And we need to be realistic. When you look at Arteta and you look at Klopp and you look at these managers who are succeeding, Man United haven't just got the funds to just be putting in hundreds of millions. I know we put however much money in we did now, but how many seasons have we been saying now? 5-6 seasons. Oh, we need midfielders, or we need a fullback, or we need a centre back, or we need a goalkeeper. And for me, I think if you're playing for Manchester United, it's the same as any other company in the world. If you're playing for Manchester United and you're a football player and playing in that squad, and your owners have gone, right, we're getting Amorim in, he plays a free back, this is what we're backing. And they even said in an interview, we're giving him 3 years, blah, blah, blah. And at the first knee-jerk reaction, they sack him off. If you're a Man United player, you're thinking, what the fuck what are we doing there? Like, what are we actually doing there? We've said we've got this project, we've all gone towards it for 3 years, we've signed these players, we're a couple of midfielders away, we're pushing top 4, and we've gone, the second something goes wrong, we're like, oh, actually, now start another project again. And it's just going to keep going. And it's the same...
I disagree still, man. I don't think this was knee-jerk, man. I think they gave him so many chances. If they really wanted to be knee-jerk, they could have sacked him time ago, man. There's been so many opportunities they would have sacked him and everyone would have turned around.
No, but like, exactly. But that's yeah. And you're right in that. But that's
and we hanged on. We had Radcliffe came out and then a whole interview saying, "I'm gonna back this guy. I'm gonna back him."
So why
he decided now to. to throw it in his face and be like, well, I don't know what these guys are doing. I came here for a manager. I'm not a coach. But they've been stomaching all of these results, all of these losses, and they're backing you publicly, coming out and saying, no, we're going to give you 3 years.
But would you not argue then? Would you not argue that if they've come out and said we're going to give you 3 years and they've come out with this big plan saying that we're changing things, do you not think that plays into the argument it's knee-jerk even more? Because if they were playing into their plan, they wouldn't have sacked him. But because of one interview, does that not make it knee-jerk then?
His one interview is undermining the board.
Antonio.
Which makes it a knee-jerk reaction. Which makes it a knee-jerk reaction. How's that not a knee-jerk reaction?
The board. He's having conversations with the board and then coming out to the press conference and saying these guys don't know what they're doing. And he's even saying, oh, you know what? Well, I've only got 18 months left. After the 18 months, I'm gone anyway. That's not someone who wants to be a manager of the football club. He's saying when it's done, I'm out of here.
I agree.
So we can't have him in place.
But do you not think that? But do you not think them issues relate not just to the manager, but that relates to the people above the manager? That shit's going on.
I agree. There's problems with the board. There's problems with the board. I agree with you guys on that, man. There's definitely problems.
For you to say that Ineos was backing him by stomaching these results is complete false and utter bull.
Man.
Reason they didn't
we're saying it was a knee-jerk reaction on the decision.
No, listen, let me finish. It's down to incompetence, bro. They are not good at their job. Same way they didn't sack Erik ten Hag straight away, and they just let it run. We came 16th last season. If this was a results-based sacking, he would have been gone at the end of last season, bro. But this is not about that. This is where you need to start realizing what's happening at our football club. It's incompetence, bro. They don't know what they're doing. Like, someone's got this power-hungry attitude at our club, didn't like what he wanted to hit, like what he heard, and that's it. He's done. He's gone. Like,
you know what this reminds me exactly of?
What do you expect the board to do in that scenario when the manager's coming out and talking about you guys like that? What do you expect to happen?
No, listen to me. Yeah, but listen to me. I agree that he had to go. I agree, but it should never have got to that because they knew what they were bringing in. This is my point. They knew what they were bringing in. They were trying to force him to change the formation. They were trying to force him to change the formation because Gary Neville and them man are saying that's not the formation for United. Are you not listening?
So basically, you're saying that Amorim's comments weren't just out of the blue. Amorim's comments came because of what the issue was with the board. So it's not like it's a board knee-jerking reaction. It's like Amorim came out firing because of what the board had been doing. So ultimately, the board are responsible for the fact that he's just
the news came out before the news came out before the press conference, the post-match interview, that there was issues.
Yeah.
Do you understand? This is not something that Amorim just had blow up randomly. There was already issues.
They said it perfectly.
He said epic.
But Mark Bren's put that it's not a good working environment. So how does that change? I mean, do you think?
Dave, I think you said it perfectly there. I think you said it perfectly again. If you're looking at the situation of the press conference and speaking out against your owners, inevitably, unfortunately, that's probably the situation that has to go down. He has to leave. But the issue goes 10 times bigger than that. And for people going, Amorim's this, Amorim's that, and the formation, it goes 10 times bigger than that. And you know what this reminds me of? This gives me a bit of deja vu. This reminds me of when Man United needed a manager who had a system, who had a strict plan, and that was Jose Mourinho. And straight after he left, and after all these other managers go, United DNA. And then we brought Solskjaer back for a little bit, and blah, blah, blah. And it's an endless cycle. And the same thing's going to happen with Darren Fletcher. He might have a good run. And we're like, oh my God, we're all happy. We've won a few games. And then when that goes downhill, we're like, we need a system. We need tactics. It's the same cycle again and again and again. And then when Fletcher leaves, we're going to get someone in with a plan, probably like De Zerbi or someone like that. And then once he falls again and the project goes to shit, like who are we going to get in the next time? It's the same cycle again and again and again, every single time.
Alan saying, JDM, you're being a bit of a plank, okay? It might be,
Who said that?
Alan Robson. But I guess
Adam, you're moving mad, man.
Okay, so in terms of where we are at the moment, where do we go from here then? Because the problem that we're going to have is a bit like Ollie just touched on, that we've got no manager now. We're in January, just started. Are we going to wait until the summer before we hire someone? And if we do, we're going to bring them in as a caretaker. And then, does that create its own problems in itself? I mean, we don't want to write off the season from what the sounds of Ineos are saying.
No chance, man. I think we can definitely grab something for the season, definitely now. We're
Could we not
close.
just go out for a permanent manager now then?
Mate, forget a plan. Just listen
Go.
to Paul Scholes. We need that United DNA back, and we need that counter-attacking football. That's all we need, according to Paul Scholes. We don't need tactics and a man with a plan. We need.
Nah, he's
Darren
off.
Fletcher.
He's off it. He's off it.
Paul Scholes said bring in Roy Keane. You know how
Bro,
much of a knob
you're saying he's
Paul
off it.
Scholes
These
has
are the
got
people
to be.
that have an influence on the decision made at the club, bro.
What did you say, sorry?
I don't know. I'm not saying that. I don't know that.
Bro,
Hey,
Paul Scholes said bring in Roy Keane to be a manager.
No,
Do
you know what? I put in.
embarrassing that is?
I
Do you know how
put in a
embarrassing that
group.
is?
Dave, what did I put in a group about what he said? Do you remember?
About who?
About what Paul? No, I put in a group today in the Insta group that Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt were saying, "Oh yeah, we should have Roy Keane." I said these guys are so out of touch. Roy Keane is not the man to lead Man United.
Well, but that's what I mean. There's too many. I don't know who said it in the group chat today. It might have been Dave. There's too many United legends thinking they can speak. Just be quiet and let him do his job. Like it's just. And I was thinking about it today, Fudge. I promise you now. If I load up the football, if I turn the football on our next game and Kobe Mainoo's on the pitch, the TV's going off. I'm telling you, the TV's going off. I've never hated a Man United player. I'm starting to hate that guy, man.
Wait a second. Mainoo's done nothing wrong. Let's be strong. Mainoo's done nothing wrong.
If he
That
throws,
must
but he's
United at the club.
Gee, he's been injured this whole time. If he throws the crutches out the window as soon as Amorim's gone, I'm telling you now, the TV's off. The TV's off. I promise you, the TV is off.
And he was saying though that Amorim was saying that he could be nearing his return though. So he might just be a coincidence. That
He's a joke, man. And that's what's the issue with this football club is players like Mainoo thinking they own the club.
All right, so
Look at, even this whole this Mainoo outrage, this fake outrage. Because
It's fake outrage. It's fake outrage.
Either play Mainoo, otherwise, like we're doing him a disservice. Like look at when I know I keep bringing Arsenal. Look at Lewis Skelly when he burst onto the scene. He was doing well, and then all of a sudden now he don't play. He don't start for Arsenal. There's no outrage. There's no outrage whatsoever.
he was playing for England as well.
Exactly. There's no outrage. But with Mainoo, a team that's struggling, by the way, everyone knows Manchester United is struggling, but yet Mainoo is the saviour. Why is he not playing?
The media love to cause issues to Man United. Can you name me a manager post Moyes who's not had an issue with a player? You've got Jose Mourinho and Pogba, Alexis Sanchez as well, Mkhitaryan.
Sure.
It's just every single manager post probably David Moyes has had issues with players because the media love to play into the fact that players have all the power at Man United.
Even dinner ladies is on the media. Even dinner ladies, man, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Man.
But seriously, where do we go from here? Like, what is next?
We'll get interim till the end of the season. We'll get interim to the end of the season, and then we I think Darren Fletcher will just take over the one game, and then we'll work on who to get actually as an interim, or like not in a rude way, but a proper manager, innit? And then we can assess.
Do you think that? Hold on, the players all think they're bigger.
The players all think that they're bigger than the club, basically. But Fergie, they wouldn't dare. Which is a good point.
What now?
Yeah.
What did it say? Read it out, please. What did it say?
Wait, is this the same guy that called me a plank? We can't read these comments, you know.
The players all think they're bigger.
No. I can't see, bro. I'm driving. What does it say?
The players all think that they're bigger. With Fergie, they wouldn't dare. So basically,
Why? Because what? I don't understand. Why do the players think they're bigger?
Because Garnacho forced a move thinking he was the guy, and Kobe Mainoo's brothers wearing t-shirts to the games. Name me another club that's run like a circus like Man United.
No, but that's not true. That's actually not true. Because
how's that not true?
The players, and he just got them out straight away.
Well, that's what Amorim was trying to do, but everyone's crying wolf for Kobe Mainoo, and now look what's happened.
Yeah, but he got rid of Garnacho, which is, I think, looking back, I don't think anyone's having too many regrets on.
But the media still tried to press him on it, though.
Yeah, but with Mainoo, though, I thought Amorim handled that really well. He was like, what his brother does is what his brother does. But for him, we judge him what he does, which I agree with as well.
He's lying. He knew that was happening, man.
If he knew, then obviously he's got to go. I don't really care about all that.
He definitely
he can
knew.
go. He can go, man.
100% he knew. 100% he knew.
But yeah, no, that was just the madness. But okay, going into this next game, do you reckon Fletcher starts free at the back?
No chance.
So we got Burnley next, yeah. Do you think that this could potentially help us? Do we get a bounce into this Burnley game?
What bounce?
I'll tell you what, Fletcher's not playing free at the back, and he's not going to put Dogu right wing like you man's boy Amorim. That's not what he's going to do.
Okay, so Burnley away. I feel like when you said what bounce, I mean, the fact that we're going to have a change is a new opportunity for everyone to kind of get themselves either in a shop window or in a window for the next manager.
To be honest, though, it's fake, though, man. It's fake. I'll tell you why it's fake here, because obviously Burnley are not the strongest club in the Premier, so we're going to beat Burnley. Everyone's going to be like, oh, look, see, Amorim's gone. The only way is up. And then we've got Man City next. And then we're going to see
Arsenal as well.
We've got Burnley on Wednesday, then we've got Brighton on Sunday, and then the following Sunday, that's the FA Cup. And the following Sunday, we've got City and then Arsenal, So we should really bring someone in. If we're not going to keep Fletcher, we need to bring someone in, I would say, before the So then we've got a week to prepare for that City game.
Yeah.
But we should just get a new manager. I don't get why we don't just go out and be like Glasner, Eddie Howe, whoever, just like.
No, but we don't need to be so hasty. You know what I mean? Let's just see out the season, and then, especially with the World Cup as well, because there's going to be a lot of managers going to be available. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what makes you think we're going to do? You said we're going to do better if with Amorim gone and Fletcher in. So what makes you think we're going to do better with Fletcher, who's never coached a side in his entire life to the end of the season?
I just don't see Fletcher playing Dogu right wing. Do you know what I mean? And playing these boys in the formation that they're uncomfortable with.
So do you think things are actually going to get better for the rest of the season?
That's such a weird statement to make, man. Dogu played right wing for one game. Like,
he played Dogu right wing. Dogu shouldn't be playing right wing.
I get that.
Dogu
But he played there
wing?
for one game.
Did you say that against Newcastle?
No, he didn't. He played there before. He played there before.
Did you say that against Newcastle? Did you say that against Newcastle?
When? Dogu?
When he scored the winner against Newcastle. Did you say that then?
Nah, man.
No,
man.
Bro, you're buying into the agenda, man. You're buying into it.
There's no agenda, man. There's no way I'm saying Amorim in, man.
Bro,
you man are finished.
Do you know when we play four at the back, you know how much people chatting shit like, oh my gosh, did you see the difference in how they were playing? It was bull. It was bull, bro. Because we played the same. It was bull.
But
I didn't say that though. I didn't think we played any different.
The formation.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying the media.
Yeah. They talk.
I don't follow them, man.
Okay, so who do you want?
At the end of the day, we couldn't have had him in as a manager. We had to let him go because he didn't want to be there. So we just can't have someone in like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's not fully committed to the cause anymore. The press conference, everything he said revealed that. So unfortunately, I know you man want Amorim in, but he didn't want to be there anymore.
I agree with that. I agree.
Okay, so if we take into context,
I'm bouncing after 18 months anyway. I'm not staying here anymore. Like, they're this. Like, okay, so all right. Then you might as well go now. Then, like, why are you saying that for? You don't want to be there anymore, man. It's cool, isn't it?
Do you know what? One thing I would say is, it hasn't been all bad with Amorim. You know, I think Alan.
Tell me the career highlights. Tell me the highlights in his tenure. Tell me the highlights, please. I missed them.
Anfield.
What one of games?
Yeah, what do you mean? There were some highlights. There were some highlights in his time. I know there weren't great highlights.
Anfield. Oh God, is this what we're doing?
No, you said give me some highlights. I'm saying Anfield, didn't it?
Liverpool are finished, man. We managed to get Liverpool when they're down. Woohoo! Like, is that his greatest highlight? Really?
Oh, bro, lie, man.
Come on, man. Is this the best you can do? These are the men that sent Amorim in. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
My highlight was when I was there at the Lyon game, and I know it was the best game I've seen in football in about.
Didn't we lose? Lyon with Shaki. Didn't we lose?
No, that was the game with Turkey, but we went 4-2 down with like 10 minutes to go, and Maguire went at 5-4. That's a highlight. That's one of my favorite games that I've ever been to watch.
Why are we 4-2 down in the first place? This is what I mean, man. This is you man's highlights.
Asked me what a highlight was.
Get out of here, man. This is poor highlights, man. You see these poor. He's got the worst record. He's got the worst record as a manager for Manchester United ever. Win percentage like 30%. You man are embarrassing, man.
That was mainly because of last season. This season, though, if we're being real, he's doing on par where you expected him to be. He was finished. We're 3 points behind fourth place. Yeah, is that really that bad?
Who? Amorim.
Yeah, Amorim's 4 points behind. 3 points.
Well, you know what it is. The league is performing so. The league is performing so poorly. You man think it's okay, man. You need to open your eyes, man.
Okay, so where should we?
It's poor.
But we're talking about opening eyes. I actually think if
Amorim's poor as well as a manager. Amorim's poor. Look what Emery's doing with Aston Villa. Lesser players at his club than ours, and he's still performing, man. That's a manager getting the best out of his players, man.
How is it lesser players? What are you talking about? How is it lesser players?
If you look at Aston Villa man for man against Manchester United, facts.
Sesko's better.
No, it's not, man. Tell me then. Let's go through it one by
No,
one.
we already know that Watkins is better
Martinez,
than
World Cup
Sesko.
winner. Hold on, Martinez, the keeper,
So
World
what?
Cup winner. Let's start.
There's nothing in There's nothing in Martinez. Just because he's won the World Cup don't mean nothing.
One by one.
Let's start. There's nothing in it. Martinez and Lemens, there's nothing in it. Who's gonna buy
Let's go through
Martinez?
it one
There's
by
nothing
one.
in it.
Hey, I don't
Let's
think this
go
is
through it
relevant.
one by one, man.
I'm taking Lemens.
It is
Hey, I'm
relevant
taking
because
Le
you know what it is. You know why it's relevant?
Why?
You're not taking Le Mans, man. You're not taking Le Mans.
I'm taking Lemens.
Stop.
I'm taking Lemens.
No, you're not.
You're not,
I'm taking
man.
Lemens.
You're saying it for this purposes there, but
So
yeah.
what? Delete Konsa. Delete Konsa.
What do you mean, Konza?
No, I'm taking delete.
Konsa's
Anyway,
better than delete.
Wait, this doesn't matter because obviously Emery's had more time.
Do you know what? Yeah,
Emery's
I
in the bench.
need to make this point. Because my point is, yeah, people
Emre's
always have to
doing much
over-exaggerate
better
how good
with
United
his group.
players are.
Wait.
Emre's doing better with his group of players than Amorim ever did.
Antonio, hold up.
Facts.
Hold up.
Yeah, but
JDM,
Antonio, you're forgetting. You're the sort of fan that when Aston Villa started this season, they were in the relegation zone. You'd be calling for a sack, though, wouldn't you?
Was he with?
You would be. But now look where they are.
Yeah.
But you'd be calling for a sack, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, quiet, man. Just quiet, like.
JDM, what were you gonna say?
Sorry.
What were you saying anyway?
So I'm just basically saying, yeah, like, especially now at the current moment in time, yeah, the United squad is not good enough to compete with the top four. We're not good enough.
Who?
This
Emery?
fake narrative that we've got
Keith's
all the good
breaking up.
players. Sorry?
No, carry on.
Nah.
All this narrative that we've got good enough players to do this and do that and do this, it's not the truth, though. We've got very inexperienced players at our club. The only experienced players
Can you hear
at
me?
our club is a handful. Look,
Keith's breaking up,
we can go
man.
through it. But just shush then. We can go through it, yeah? Our experienced players at the club are Cunha. When I say experience, I mean experience in Prem, yeah?
Yeah.
Cunha, Mbeumo, Bruno, Casemiro. Then you got out of our defenders, you've got what? Lissandro,
Maguire.
Luke Shaw, and that's it. That's it, you know. Everyone else is fairly new to the Prem. And if you look at that inexperienced players, you got Euro, Aiden Heaven, Dorgu. Then you've got what? Sesko, Lamens.
Yeah, we definitely got
This narrative that we've got all these ready players and we're just underperforming is not really the truth, is it?
Wait.
It's not really
So
the truth.
with Alan saying, "Will Fletcher do better? Who knows? But can we do worse?" Do you not think that with the players that we have coming back after obviously Wolves, Leeds, etc., some of those results that we've seen, with some of the players that we have coming back, we've got AFCON coming to an end soon. Do you feel like with the players that we do have, and given the fact that some of the rest of the competition that we are facing aren't that great, Liverpool haven't been looking that good, do we have an opportunity now to go and kick on and finish in the top 4, top 5?
How can you ask if it'll be worse,
No,
though?
it
It makes
doesn't.
no sense. We can't be worse. We've seen managers be worse. We saw Amorim worse last season, and we saw Erik ten Hag worse the season before. So of course we can be worse. We're 6th in the league, pushing for top 4. It's a silly question. Of course we can be worse than what we are now.
Okay, that. Do you feel?
I just think here that of course there's a higher possibility that we're gonna do better once our players are back. But that possibility was still higher with Amorim as manager. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not because of the manager change. It's because the quality players are coming back and are available. That's why at the moment our squad is very depleted, man. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just mad, like how people can't see how bad our squad depth is at the moment.
If you look at that bench, you compare it to others, it wasn't great.
It's insane. So for people to tell me that this club's we've got better players and this club we've got better players. Yeah, we've got good players. We've got very good players at our club, but there's not enough squad depth because when them players are not available, the levels drastically drop, man. And you saw that against Grimsby. Like, obviously we brought our players on late on, but against Grimsby, we actually matched them in terms of quality, which is very, very shocking. It's very, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It don't make sense. I know you can scratch your head, but that's the reality of the situation. That's what happened.
But I mean, in terms of where we are, I know Ollie, you were quite against Amorim leaving, but it is what it is. This is where we are now. Who would you want to take over as the next Manchester United manager?
This is such a tough question as well because I was having this conversation in work with my mates because it was funny because we were speaking about Amorim and then an hour later he got sacked. This is the first time ever in my life as a Manchester United fan where I actually couldn't care less who we get next. Couldn't care less whether we get, because for me it's the same. It's the same result whether you get Xavi, whether you get Eddie Howe, whether you get. I know for a fact whoever we get next won't be here in 2 years. So for me, it doesn't matter. If we've got a fan base and a club set up that doesn't accept projects, that expects quick time success. So what I was saying to you before, Chelsea and Manchester City are in a position where they can expect quick time success. Manchester City had one poor season last season, and they've bought Cherky, they've bought Reindeers, they've bought so many different players. And for me, when you look at our project, we need a manager to stay over a long period of time, as Dave was saying earlier, to build the club up over years. Whether that's Amorim or whether that's not, I don't really care whether it's Amorim or not, but we need a manager to stay here for a long period of time to build the club up. And I don't think we've got the facilities to do that because we sack managers at the first sight, whether it's Ten Hag, even Solskjaer. Like, we don't give any manager the time. So whether we get Eddie Howe in or whether we're not going to get Eddie Howe, but whoever we get next, I don't see him being here in 2 years. There's no point me even debating it.
Okay, PT, you have welcome you to the stage. I don't know if you've been hearing, but there's been a bit of disgruntlement about Amorim leaving. Antonio was quite happy about the fact that he was leaving. In terms of where things stand with you, are you disappointed with the fact that Amorim is no longer the Manchester United manager?
No, I've been waiting for this day a long time. And look, it hasn't worked. Whether you like it or not, at no point has this worked. And I completely get what you're saying. He needs time. But clearly they wasn't in a position or wanted to invest further into this. So his sacking probably suits both parties because one, we're not going to invest in him, and two, he needs the players invested into in order to get his system to work. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't know who Carl is, but that seemed a bit, yeah.
So that basically
Paul,
ties it together.
Kyle, can you say who you're referring to as the milk, please?
What did he say?
I need to know because I've already been called a plank on this show. I just need to make sure you're not calling me the milk. Right.
I can be called a milk. It's all good.
Who it is.
But yeah, okay. So
I think it just suits both parties. We wasn't going to invest any more into his project, and he needed investment in order to make it work. So it just suits both.
I don't even understand. Like, why do you need to invest into a project? Why don't you just invest into Manchester United? Like, surely you buy. Let's say you buy. I know that's not going to happen, but let's say you buy an Anderson.
We need a midfielder now. We need a midfielder now, or even when the next manager's in. So I don't get why they're so reluctant to keep nearly 40-year-old Casemiro who can barely run. I know he's had a decent season this season, but let's be real, whether it's next season or season after, he's not going to be here. And they're so desperate to play Kobe Manu after one good season, whatever it is, even though the player power has gone insane. We want Bruno Fernandes centre mid and a guy who can barely even play football. And I promise you, I actually think I'm better than him at football. So I don't understand the investment in this whole project thing. We need a midfielder now, or next year, or the year after, and the next manager is going to come in and say the same thing. So we need a midfielder. So just invest the money in the club. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, let's say, because obviously things have moved on now, we are going to get a new manager in. It seems like the change of formation is going to be one of those things. It seems like JDM was saying about the player power, that was one of the things that was in. If we are going to go to the four at the back, what do you think, with everyone back and everyone fit, what is now our best starting lineup? That's
a good question because I was thinking about this earlier. Sorry, can I answer first? Because I'm really excited about this question. Listen, you boys know what I'm going to say, and I'm sorry to say it to you, but I'm not going to ever deny the fact that Ahmad was so unbelievable for us last season, and especially under Amorim as well. He's been class for us this season as well. I cannot drop Ahmad. So if we're going to play a fullback and no right back, he has to go in at right wing, and I'm putting Mbeumo in the 10, and I'm taking Sesko out of the team, 100%. You've got to put your best players on, and people disagree with that because I'll give him time. But you guys are saying, oh, we need to sack Amorim because we haven't got time and we need to get results. Then stop putting your time into players when we've got guaranteed form players. We've got Ahmad who's on form. We've got Mbeumo who's on form. Let's not waste our time on Sesko this season. Let's let them to up front.
Let's start at the back then. Lemens obviously is going to be the goalkeeper, yeah? Who would be left back? You're going to have... Let's do the centre backs, actually. That might be easier. Then we can move around the other positions. Everyone fit. De Ligt, first name in the centre back,
yes.
I imagine. And then Martinez, is that the two?
Yes.
Everyone agree with that? Martinez and De Ligt. Right back, Dalot, who are you playing?
We've got to watch Dalot, haven't we? There's no one else.
There's Mazraoui when he comes back.
When he comes back, Mazraoui's got to play, surely, but...
Yeah, I would
I
say
actually
that.
think that Dalot's better than Mazraoui, you know. I
Really?
think Mazraoui is hot and cold for me. Yeah, he's hot and cold for me.
He's
I'm
mature
not
on the
sure,
ball,
not
though,
really.
man. He's mature on the ball.
Yeah, going for. I think as a fullback, he would be better. As a wing back, maybe Dalot, but as a fullback, I think the Razwawi would do better there. But overall, I mean, there's pros and cons to both of them. Left back, Shaw, Dorgu. What are we saying? I guess Shaw.
Luke Shaw all day. I'm
Yeah.
done with Dorgu, man. I can't watch that guy play football anymore. He's like Bambi on ice. I told you this before. It's like watching him and Agati. I can't believe they've made it through the professional ranks. I can't do it anymore, man. There's no way. And I don't even rate Shaw. I don't even rate him. But he's
You can't play
he's
well
not
last
brilliant.
time. But okay, two in the middle. Agate and Casemiro.
Wait, hold on, Fudge.
Yeah, go
Hold on, Fudge. So what are we decided on a formation first, or are we just gonna name names? Like, what's the
I
Oh, I
said-
thought you were going to pull me up on the Shaw shout then.
I said that what we're gonna do is the new manager's gonna go to a 4-2-3-1 kind of formation or 4-3-3. Well, 4-2-3-1 is most likely, given all the noise and like you were saying, JDM, that they're listening to what the media are saying. So if they're bringing a new manager, they're not going to go 3 at the back again. They're going to go 4 at the back. So I'm saying if we're going to go down to a 4-2-3-1 formation, what would be the best team if we were going to go down that route?
Okay. So in that case, then you got in Casemiro in the middle. Then
Okay. So you wouldn't say Mainu?
Mainu. Who wants to say Mainu?
No, you wouldn't say that in the 2.
Nah.
Or Bruno?
No.
All right.
Listen,
Can't play Bruno
I
in the
agree with Dave. I think I'd play Agati and Casemiro, which is for me, it's silly because for me, I think Mainu is better than Agati, but I don't accept pussy holes about football club. And if you cry as soon as you get put on the bench, you can get out of the team. So put Agati in midfield. I don't put up with that. I can't lie.
Okay. I would say
I think
Bruno.
Ugarte will do decent with in that formation with Casemiro as his partner, man, and will give us the opportunity to play Bruno further forward in the 10.
Although I agree with you, I would go with Bruno at
Boys,
2 in the midfield, but we'll go into the front 3. I'll go in the front 4, sorry, now, and then I'll explain that more. So on
boys,
the right,
before we go into the front 4, can I show you something? This is a magazine I bought last year. I should snap this in half. I should snap this in half. I should snap it in half.
Mainu's going to come back and he's going to change your feelings anyway. But okay, the 4. Who are your 4, Dave? I think we're going to have to do this individually. Dave, who are your 4?
So my 4 would be Ahmad on the right, Mbeumo on the left, Bruno in the 10, and Cunha up top.
Okay, all right. Ollie, your 4?
Same 4. I'd slightly switch it around. I'd probably go Cunha on the left and Mbeumo up top, Ahmad on the right.
Okay, PT.
I would be Bruno 10. I'd go Mbeumo right, Cunha left, and Sesko up top.
Okay, yeah. So I'm closest to you, but I will go. Wait. Say it again.
Bruno 10, Cunha left, and Mbeumo right, Sesko up top.
Okay, so I'll be the same as that. Rather than Bruno in the 10, I'll put Ahmad in the 10, and I'll put Bruno next to Casemiro in the 10.
You put Ahmad in the 10.
Don't tell me he can't play there because he played there.
But I'm not saying he can't play there. But
then what? What are you saying?
But he doesn't. He's not a 10.
I think he is. I disagree. I think he is. What now?
You say you think he is. No, but you say you think he is, but he's not. He's not a 10.
Tell me why he's not a 10.
Because he doesn't play there. That's not his position.
Okay, so he played there for Sunderland, and he played there in. So I know he hasn't played there regularly for United. He hasn't played there at all for United, but I think that if you look at his profile, he would bang at a 10. But at the same time, if not, then I would play Bruno as the 10.
Wait, hold on. But Fudge, can I just say something to you? Fudge, can I say something, bro? Yeah. We've sacked our manager, yeah, because we're playing players out of position and all that stuff. And you want to start it again. Why? You're saying 4-2-3-1. Why would you put Bruno back in that midfield?
Okay,
you can have Ugarte and Casemiro there. Why?
Because when we played 4-2-3-1 last time under Ten Hag, maybe it might be different with a different manager, but we were struggled. When you had the times that we've had a 2 in the midfield, we've had Fred and McTominay, we've had other players that have played there. And every time the biggest struggle that we've had is going from the midfield into the attack. And we are weak at doing that unless we have someone like a Bruno Fernandes that has that creativity to do that. And I feel like by having him there, we're utilizing the best of our attacking players as well as giving him the creativity. I mean, I understand the best position would be the 10, but at the same time, do you feel like he's done well in the centre mid in this season?
Who, Bruno?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's circumstantial, isn't it? It's circumstantial because he's done well going forward, and he's done well. He's done well defensively as well. But positioning, he hasn't done great. His positioning hasn't been great, and that's just a fact of the matter, like, because that's not his position. So we get caught out a lot. We've conceded so many goals, like going through that midfield, our midfield getting cut open, and that's because we don't have the right personnel there. There's no coincidence in that. Do you understand? So I don't want to fall into this trap again where we're just playing players out of position again. Because otherwise, what's the point? We're going to be in the same vicious cycle, man. They just play in their strongest position. Even Ahmad, you want him to play in the 10, then he has to rotate. He has to rotate then. The one thing about my formation that I chose with the front four, all of them can interchange. They can all play in that front four and different positions in that front four. Do you understand? Maybe not so much Bruno on the wing, but he can do it on the left wing. He can do it. Do you understand? So, like, I just think Sesko needs to take a time out. That's what I personally think, man. I think he will come good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a starter in my team just yet. For anyone to say that Sesko's a starter in their team, for me, you don't watch ball. You don't watch football. You don't.
It depends on the formation.
Honestly, because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. You're optimistic. You're optimistic, but you're only optimistic because you want him to do well, not because he's doing well.
No. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'll start Sesko is because he provides a focal point. So.
No, he does not.
No, do you mean no? He doesn't. Are you telling me that he doesn't? I'm telling you now that the games that he has played and the game that he'll play against Burnley, watch the game, and I'll tell you how often that we'll actually play the ball forward and we play it to Sesko. Are
you starting Sesko, Fudge? I didn't think you said that.
Yeah, Sesko. Sesko been on.
Are you dropping for Sesko
then? I am dropping Ugarte from your squad.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Okay. I was deep in it because I was thinking there's no way you're dropping Ahmad and Bomo or Cunha. There's no way.
No, if
that's not true, though. Hold on, that's not true.
If I'm playing,
that's not true. Say your lineup again because hold on, wait. You're playing Casemiro and Bruno in the middle.
Yeah.
And then what's your front four, please?
Cunha, Ahmad.
You said Ahmad 10. You said Ahmad 10.
Yeah, Cunha, Ahmad, and Mbumo and Sesko.
Cunha, Ahmad, Mbumo, and Sesko.
Tell me that's not fire.
So Cunha left, Mbumo right, Ahmad in the middle.
Yeah. Or you can swap
up top.
Or
for me.
But there's other options as well. But I think it gives us flexibility. So you could drop Sesko. I'm not saying that he has to start and wedded to him started. I do like the fluidity when Mount's played because Mount's obviously another player that we haven't really mentioned in this formation. But Mount's on that can play in the 10.
I'll be honest with you, I'd rather play Mainu in the 10 than Ahmad. I'd rather play Mainu in the 10 than Ahmad.
No, for me, I wouldn't. I mean, it's only because you haven't seen him play in the 10 for Manchester United. But he's got the quality for that, for sure. He's creative. He's got the ability. I think like he can...
What do you mean we ain't seen it? We play dual 10s. In the 3-4-3 formation, we play with Ahmad.
Kind of. But it's a different kind of 10. But when he plays there, I mean, it's obviously in that case, then you have seen him play there then.
Ahmad's best attributes is taking guys down the byline, going down the wing, man. Like, he doesn't need to be in that congested area, man. Like, Ahmad is not that kind of player. I know you think he done well for Sunderland, but this ain't the same as Championship, bro. This ain't the same, man.
I hear that. Wait, who am I thinking of? The type of player that can just, like, I know. That's my dream. I don't think it would happen. I think Bruno would play in the 10, and I think he would play Ugarte and Casemiro next to each other. Or you'd play Maino and Casemiro. But I feel like I said, the problems that we had before, where you have that gaping hole in the middle, you probably really have to play a 4-3-3 rather than a 4-2-3-1, where you'd have Casemiro and Bruno dropping in a bit more, which is similar to what we're doing now anyway. So I don't think too much changes in that sense in the midfield. But other than that, in terms of your manager, let's all go through who our manager... I know you didn't say actually, Ollie. I know you said you don't really care. Dave, who did you think is going to... Just Dave, mate, who are you picking as your manager if you had an ideal choice?
The manager I'm picking...
I know what you're going to say,
and
man.
I believe that should come. And
I think I don't.
What am I going to say?
If you say Solskjaer, I'm walking out the room.
I'm picking...
I'm sure you
come to the club. But I don't think it's a possibility. I don't think it's a possibility right now. Is Unai Emery.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to say Pep Guardiola, to be honest.
Myth.
Yeah, no.
I think Unai needs to come, man.
Wait. Why wouldn't Emery?
But do you know what? So in saying that, but in saying that, Unai will only be successful if he's allowed time, and we are not going to afford him time. So there's no point in bringing him in. It's not
Wait.
overnight success
I'm not
management.
buying
Man.
into
He's
that
someone
cycle.
who needs to.
I think Ineos have flopped with this situation with Amorim, but I feel like they'll learn from it and they'll grow from it. And call me naive, call me optimistic, call me denial, but I feel
Bro,
like
they didn't learn.
They will have to.
This is what I mean about you, Fudge. Yeah, where do you get this evidence from? You think they will learn, but what evidence have they shown you that they will learn? Like seriously, you pick things out.
They did the same thing with Ten Hag. They gave him a new contract and then sacked him like 8 games into the new season.
Okay.
Bro,
Ten Hag,
do you understand?
Ten Hag got on a 12-month extension. Yeah, they gave him not much time and they sacked him. They got rid of him. Yeah, with Amorim, I feel like it was more to do with the comments, the fact that he backfired a bit, and I also feel like they got a bit jittery about the long-term plan of it. They felt that after this time, it didn't really work out. If we get someone in the summer. For a start, you haven't got that, oh yeah, we've got to give them their first full season and all that nonsense. You've got the guy that's going to come in straight away. And I feel like, provided that we don't have a terrible, terrible season and that we have a respectable season, they're going to give the manager time. I don't see any, what would be the point?
Let's just be honest, man. We're bringing in Glasner, man. Let's just be honest with ourselves, man. We're bringing in Glasner, man.
I'll be happy with Glasner.
He hasn't signed his new contract. He hasn't signed his contract. Extension. He's coming, man. He's coming.
Man United didn't admit it. They can't deal with the fact that managers want to do their own thing. I feel like Jason Wilcox needs to reevaluate his job position because by the sounds of it, he wants to be a football manager, not the position he's in now because he's trying to teach managers to do their job. So we just need a PE teacher. We need someone to teach these guys how to run and how to keep their stamina up by the sounds of it because as soon as you have any tactics, it's not allowed. So I reckon we should just get someone shit, man, like Frank Lampard. Get Frank Lampard in a job.
Would you take Glasner?
No.
I wouldn't only because it's the exact same system that people are playing, and we've built Amorim up now for what just over 12 months. It just makes no sense. If you're Ineos and you're sitting there and you're telling people to play a 4-back, and then you sack this guy in the midst of his own project to bring in another manager who plays a 5-back, you're just a clown. Like you're an idiot. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
So is the main issue the fact that you fear that he might continue with a 3-4-3?
It's not that because I think. I feel like if you watch football enough and you have an open mind to, as Dave was saying, to the Man United's current situation as a football club, you can see that we're not losing because Amorim's playing a 5-back. Clearly, we're not losing because we're playing a 5-back. We're losing because of systematic issues. So if you sack a manager off and claim Ineos, you've brought in all these people like Omar Barada and Jason Wilcox to take us to the top, and you sack him for playing a 5-back, and then you bring in another manager playing 5-back, it just shows you're going backwards. So it sounds like they just want a yes man who's just going to do everything they say. So. And I'm being serious. I'm being dead ass when I say that. So I think they just want a yes man. So whoever's available on the market, and I actually think they're going to do something dumb, man, like Gareth Southgate. I think they're going to do something dumb. He's the only one who's free, ready to go. You know what Man United are like? They're lazy as well. And Amorim's got to get paid off as well. They're not going to spend big money to pay out people's contracts unless they wait over the summer for Glasner. But I think they're getting someone dumb like Southgate, man.
Nah, there's no chance. There is zero chance that Southgate.
This is controversial, yeah?
Yeah.
This is controversial, yeah? But would you man take Klopp?
What's controversial about that? I'm taking him all day long. Nothing controversial to me whatsoever.
Fudge, you say there's no way Southgate's coming here, bro. They've just sacked a coach in the middle of a project to give Darren Fletcher, who's never coached a single professional football game in his life at the top level, to take Man United halfway through a season. Are you deep in that? We're pushing for top 4. We've got Darren Fletcher taking us there.
Okay, but let's
I don't think he's going to be interim, though. I don't think he's going to be interim.
Yeah. The only reason why he's there is because he's a coach at the club already, and we need someone to be manager for the Burnley game. That's all. It's not because we think that.
That's what I'm saying. So you think we're going to get a manager mid-season, right?
A caretaker.
But
what do you say? Bring back Rúben. Bring back Rúben.
It's either going to be. It's probably. Listen, let's be real. It's Ruud or Carrick to the end of the season, probably, isn't it? But then if we get Carrick, most likely we'll probably keep him in the summer. So it's probably. If you want me to bet on it, I'm saying Carrick comes to Man United.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of them sort of people. Someone like a Carrick, someone like not Ruud. I don't think Ruud's coming back. Someone like a Carrick or a Solskjaer. I think those are the two that could potentially do it.
They want that Man United DNA back. You know we're going to get Carrick or Kieran McKenna or one of them dumbasses that we've already sacked before. You know it. So it's going to happen.
Just bring Roy Keane, man. We're all chatting for it. Just bring Roy Keane into the
Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes,
He'll deal with Mainu, man.
And you know what's annoying me as well? Like, I shouldn't say this, and I'm not saying it in a bad way or anything like that. I'm not trying to, because it sounds like I swear when I was watching Overlap one time, Scholes said he's going to take a break from the media because he needs to look after his son. Why the fuck is this guy still talking? I'm serious.
You know what the problem is?
He
Yeah,
said-
these guys are
He
legends.
needs
of
to
the
go and look after his son.
But yeah, they definitely not. They don't help the club. That's for sure. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. We've got the Burnley game coming up. We're going to get our prediction videos in. So we'll see how they change given the news that we've seen today. But I mean, right now, then, are you positive for how the season's going to end? Do you feel like
I'm
we can still
positive.
finish? Where do you think we're going to
come
finish?
top 4. We're coming top 4.
Where do you think
You know
we'll
what it
finish?
is? You know what it is as well. If you want to look at it like short-sighted, yes, I'm positive for this season, but it's going to be the same cycle. This season might finish off decent, and then next season it's back to the same, and then we're going to get another new manager and sack him out. It's just the same cycle. So, yes, I'm positive for this season, but am I positive for the season after that when the project starts activating? Probably not. So,
You're not
I don't
positive under Ineos that will at any time soon we're going to challenge for a title. Basically, is what you're saying.
Nah, definitely not. No, there's no way. They've shown it.
Yeah.
They've shown it. Unless they think they can just magically bring in coaches until we win a league, but it doesn't happen unless you've got a system in place. As I said to you, it can happen at clubs like Chelsea and City because they've got so many finances to chuck into the team. They're basically playing ultimate team. But for us, it's like you've got to be realistic. You can't just keep magically getting managers in and thinking you're going to win a league the next year. That's not how it works.
But you think this season top 4 is still on?
Nah.
You said
I think it's
positive
on, man.
this season. Then where do you
I
think
think
it's
it's on, man.
I don't think.
I
I
think
don't think we're going to go like. I don't think we're going to go like proper bad. I don't think we're going to get top 4 only because I think Chelsea have got the money to make the signings in January to make their team better and to make the upgrades.
I don't think so. I think Chelsea are going to struggle. Man. I think them letting go of Maresca is probably the worst thing they've done. I think it's probably a worse decision than us letting go of Amorim. To be honest with you, I think they're going to go backwards, man.
The funny thing is,
they might do well from next season.
But where are you basing this on? Why are we going to finish better than Chelsea? Where are you basing that on?
Because I think like we've both been great. Sorry,
he's making it up. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. That's just what you accuse me of. Where is he coming from?
Why do I think we're going to? But you didn't let me answer. Why do I think we're going to be better than Chelsea? Because as much as we're both inconsistent, Chelsea have a load of players. They have a big squad. They're not lacking in certain areas, right? And they're still struggling.
Oh, okay. It seemed like in there wasn't even happy with what you had to say. But
now, what I was going to say, I was going to say something about our season. Oh yeah, to finish off the point, actually, going back to what you were saying, the only way I think we finish top 4 is because we've got 3 superstars in that team, and I think Cunha, Bruno, and Mbeumo, no matter who the manager is, can take a team to a top 4 finish because they're that good. So it just depends on how them 3 want to turn up in the games. But if them 3 turn up, we'll finish top 4.
Okay, cool. Well, it'd be good to end on a positive note. So we're going to finish the season strong. Obviously, Amorim going was a bit of a kick in the teeth, but if you have been watching along, do give us a like, subscribe if you can as well. And
Fudge.
Yeah.
Do you think we finish top 4?
Good question. We're going to win the title. No, yeah. No, I reckon. I reckon we're sick for the moment. I feel like it's going to be tough because we're going to have to knock out. We need Villa to go on a bit of a decline because I think Liverpool and Chelsea might go on a bit of a run going on to the end of the season. So I think it'll be tough to finish above 6, but I'm going to say top 5. We're going to do it. I'm going to say that the players that we've got, they're going to come back and, like you said, a bit of individual brilliance, and we can still on and kick on for the rest of the season.
Did you say who you wanted in as well?
What's that?
Did you say who you wanted in as manager or not?
No, I didn't. I want Eddie Howe.
Okay. That's fair enough. Who do you think will get in?
I think I definitely don't think Southgate. I'm not. I don't think Southgate. I think that it could potentially be. I don't see Xavi coming. Do you know? I think we'll do a Premier League thing. I think we'll look at either Iraola or Glasner. But Glasner seems like the common sense one, seeing as his contract's coming to an end. But yeah, I can see either Glasner or Iraola. I reckon one of those 2. So that's. And I'll take any of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are bad managers, and I feel like give someone a bit of time. If we can do that, then we could potentially do that. But
yeah,
thank you for joining, Ollie, for the first time. We are looking to kick on this season as well. So 120 subscribers is our next goal. If you can click that subscribe button, that would be amazing. And click the like button and watch us as we embark on a new journey with a new manager.
See you later, bro.
Come on, United.